So what's your favorite Spider-Man book right now? Leave it in the comments below. And stay tuned for the review of The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, issue number 11. Yes, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review. So yes, you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And this week is a huge Spider Week when it comes to Edge of Venomverse and the other Spider books and things like that. So today I'm reviewing The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, issue number 11. That's right, fans. Really enjoying this story arc as it has to do with Norman Osborn Jr. and him on the verge of following in his father's footsteps, the legacy, right? So, this book is written by Ryan Stegman, and the art now is done by Brian Level. So Ryan Stegman just does the writing, no artwork. But Brian Level's artwork is very similar to Stegman's, maybe not as clean, but it is very similar. So I love the artwork here, and I feel that the coloring is done pretty well, pretty good as well. One of the great things I love about Renew Your Vows is the characters that are in this particular series. Some of the classic villains. We've seen symbiotes, suits. We've seen obviously Green Goblin. We've seen Mole Man. In this issue you get to see the Rhino. So I love that nostalgic type of feel, but it plays to the modern day reader as well. So it's a perfect balance for all types of readers. So what I think about this issue and what happened in this story. So first things first, in the beginning of this book, we wind up seeing the Rhino. And I was very excited to see him, and he's like rummaging through the city, and he's like tossing cars around and destroying buildings and stuff like that. And there's also this big armored vehicle that comes out, and there's these guys with these big cannons and like blah, 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 blah. And they're shooting Spider-Man and they're shooting Mary Jane. And I was surprised to see Mary Jane with the symbiote here, the suit. I'm like, damn, I thought she kind of dealt with those demons in, not last issue, but the issue before. But she never actually took it off. She's still wearing it, and she's fighting the urge of the symbiote taking over her. So she's dealing with those own challenges. So as the issue progresses a little bit, those cannons wind up shooting Mary Jane and Peter Parker. And we wind up seeing that they get knocked out, and Rhino kidnaps Annie Mae Parker. And she's screaming, she's like, "Oh, help me, Daddy, Mommy!" And then MJ's like, "They took her!" And so it's their job now to go after and find Annie Mae. And we get to see Liz Allen is having a tough time dealing with Norman Osborn Jr., or Normie. And you see her drinking wine and everything. It's like she's becoming almost like this crazy alcoholic. And we wind up seeing that, she wants to cut off all the funding and him being not part of Oscorp any longer. And Miss January basically is going against Liz Allen here. And she sits there and she calls in the troops. She knocks out Liz Allen and she goes, "Tell me." She's like, "Where have you been throughout his life? Where were you through his birthday?" And she couldn't give an answer. And so basically what happens is she's like, "Exactly, you're just too busy for him. So how do you know what's best for him?" And she's just on her knees, doesn't know what to do. Mary Jane wants answers. She's going to go to Liz Allen about the kidnapping of Annie Mae. And Peter Parker is going to go look for Rhino to try to find out where they actually took Annie Mae. So what happens is, what made this issue really good was the actual interaction between Norman Osborn Jr. and Annie Mae. And, the way he talks to her, he's like, "Foolish child, everything is so simple to you. You don't understand the real world." He goes, "But I'm going to make you understand." And it's like you can see him trying to talk in this diabolical voice, but he hasn't gone through puberty yet. And then Annie Mae's just that, really mature for her age. And she's like, I'm the foolish child? Have you looked at a mirror and played dress up in your suit? You're built giant robot toys. You're just a sad little boy. And so the banter between the back and forth of them was really well done. And you get to see really how much pain that Norman Osborn Jr. is. He doesn't have a father. He's dead. Mom is too busy. And, you know, Annie Mae's like, this is the saddest thing I had, you know, that's going on, you know, that I've ever heard in my life. And she's like, you can still turn this around. She's like, we can probably even still be friends. Another cool thing that happens in this issue is you wind up really seeing Peter take it to the Rhino as he's trying to get information on where Annie Mae is, and I thought that was really brilliantly done. It kind of takes Spider-Man or Peter to that whole other level, much darker, and as he beats the shit out of Rhino in here, and the paneling was so well done as he's cracking him and cracking him in the face, and there's just blood flying all over the place. And MJ on the other page with her paneling as she's strangling Liz Allen with the symbiote, and she's trying to find answers, and you can see like her eyeballs popping out of her face. I mean, it was so intense, and I really loved it. Annie Mae gives basically Normie an ultimatum at the end of the issue, and he doesn't listen to it, and he winds up leaving, and it looks like that he powers up this gigantic goblin-like mech because he flies out of the Oscorp building, and Spider-Man's web swinging through, and he sees this giant goblin. And that's basically the way the issue ends. So what did I think about this issue? Really well done. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this whole Norman Osborn story, the Curse of the Green Goblin type of thing, with Norman Osborn Jr. and now this. And I really love the nostalgic feel and the modern day feel of the series as well. And just with Peter and MJ on their personalities, again, it takes it to a whole other level that maybe you don't always normally see from the everyday Amazing Spider-Man books. Just him kicking the crap out of Rhino is awesome. And MJ, just being the tough cookie that she is no holds barred either. But at the same time, she can't cross that line because she is being possessed by the symbiote. So she is even having a harder time to deal with that situation. So really well done book. I can't wait to see the development of Normie Osborn here, if he truly does become the Green Goblin or he holds back. And what's in store for this book now? It's going to take a time jump. Are you guys excited about that? Are you not excited about it? Should they just left this alone the way that it is? I guess we'll see what happens in the future. But in the end, I got to give this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. It was a lot of fun for me. Love the artwork. The only thing that could have been better is Ryan Stegman doing the artwork as well. But we know how hard that is to do to get a book out on time when you're doing double duty. So again, guys, 4.5 stars from me. And yes, so go check out comicfrontline.com. Also, don't forget to check us out on Discord, where you can get all kinds of exclusive content. There's all kinds of different chat rooms on there. It doesn't cost you anything. It's for free, and you can talk to us anytime. And don't forget to check out our live show that happens each and every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about the comics top 5 of the week and all the news for the week that has to do with comics and comic news media. And fans, again, thank you for watching and supporting Comic Frontline. This is Mike Spider signing off. See you soon, guys. Bye.